This next chapter will peel back the veil on the secret network that empowered the territorial spirit, the Circle. This chapter will also serve as both an investigation and a confrontation, revealing how spiritual deception thrives in secrecy, community tradition, and good intentions misused. Chapter 13. The Circle Remains. Opening scene. A knock on the past. Setting, South Side, Lucinda's old neighborhood. Ezra meets with Lucinda in the morning. She's nervous but resolute. They called themselves Las Hermanas del Velo, the Sisters of the Veil. I was a child when I first saw them gather. Always women. Always after dark. They'd speak in prayer language. But not to the God you know. She hands Ezra an old address book with faint, trembling handwriting. Some names are crossed out. Others have symbols beside them, an eye, a leaf, a flame. Ezra asks for her blessing to investigate. She nods, placing a trembling hand over his. They used light words to bind dark things. Be careful. Tracking the first thread, the Botanica. Setting, a small Botanica on 63rd Street. Ezra visits a store that still sells oils, candles, saints. The woman behind the counter, Marisol, knows who Ezra is before he speaks. Lucinda's blood walks again. Ezra doesn't flinch. I'm not here to disrespect. I'm here to cut ties that were never meant to bind. Marisol mentions the names, Doña Clarabel, and Sister Ray. 2 surviving members. She warns. The Circle served when churches would not. They bathed women in healing when pulpits pointed fingers. Ezra replies, but they built altars without the Lord. And now those altars are bleeding the city. Marisol gives him a name, Raylene, now in a care home, the last one still speaking of, the Veil. Encounter at the threshold, Sister Ray. Setting, Crown View Elderly Living Facility. Ezra meets Raylene Martinez, once known as Sister Ray. Her eyes are cloudy, but her spirit is sharp. At first, she tries to dismiss him. The Lord forgot us long ago. That's why we made our own way. Ezra gently lays his Bible on her lap. But did he really? Or did the enemy offer faster answers? She softens. We never meant to harm. We just wanted to protect our children. From bullets. From hunger. From husbands who came home angry. Raylene reveals. The Circle bound their spirits to a protective presence, La Santa Sombra, the Holy Shadow. They believed it was a divine mother figure. Their pact spread through offerings, herbs, blood pricked during childbirth, silence during storms. But Raylene confesses she saw the truth during a gathering in 1979. It wasn't a mother. It was a watcher. And it took the voice of my grandson before I left. Ezra asks for her help to identify the last altar still active. She closes her eyes. There's one. Hidden in the foundation of the Halsted Church of Christ, under the old fellowship hall. We called it the root altar. Preparation for confrontation, the Halsted Church of Christ. Ezra visits the now abandoned church, padlocked and overgrown. In prayer, the Holy Spirit gives him a vision. The altar buried below is not just a ritual space, it is a well where covenants were made and voices were stolen. The watcher was sealed there by the Circle long ago. With the curse broken in Jacob, the seal is weakening. Ezra prepares to descend. Cliffhanger ending, the door below. Scene, nightfall. Ezra returns to Halsted Church of Christ. He breaks into the basement. Mold lines the walls. Old Sunday school posters rot on the floor. Deeper in, the air shifts. It grows still. Too still. He finds it, a circle of bones, wax, and dried flowers. A child's shoe sits in the center. Fresh. Then. Whispers begin. One blood broke the seal. But what of the rest? A shadow moves behind him. Not fleeing. Advancing. Ezra grips his Bible tight. This time, I'm not just breaking the curse, I'll end the cycle.